You're watching Joker's Wild, your number one alternative to entertainment news, views and reviews. Today we're going to talk about whether or not I think the role of T'Challa should have been recast, which either way I think is going to be detrimental to this movie's box office. Anyway, let's begin. Now, believe it or not, there was an actual time when my heart was, well, sympathetic to the studio heads behind the MCU. It was just a brief moment in time, but it existed. Basically at the moment when the late great Chadwick Boseman passed away, because there was one of the few originally black original characters that wasn't race swapped, who was an awesome character, who had a hugely successful movie behind it, the other being, Blade. And they're in this predicament. What do they do? Do they recast him? Which could be seen as possibly erasing his accomplishment, or do they not recast him, kill the character off so he's immortalized as the one and only interpretation of that character? What did they do? And I kind of went back and forth for a good couple of months actually. It wasn't until a couple of months later I came to conclusion that they have to recast him. Chadwick would have wanted that. That was the kind of guy he was.
And you said that there seems to be room for so many white actors to get jobs and get billboards and become the guy. And so many, in fact, that there can be a Chris Pine and a Chris Hemsworth and a Chris Evans.
Who I love all of them, by the way.
Yeah.
They're my boys.
And a Chris Pratt. I mean, there's, and there's room for all of them. And you made a point that, for me, I maybe I'm the guy for right now for a few movies, but there's a much tinier slot.
We're in a time right now where I love it and relish the fact that when I shot Black Panther, I'm shooting it with Michael B. Jordan. Right. And we can coexist. But there's this thing of, if you're making movies and you're doing well, people start to say, oh, he's the next Denzel, or he's that.
Right.
Making your success be based upon the idea that there can only be one of you.
Now, just to break down what he says, is vitally important. New white actor comes on the scene. They never say this guy is the new Chris Pratt or the new Chris Evans or the new Chris Hemsworth. No, it would always be this guy is the new hot thing, the new hot ticket. New black actor comes on the scene and he starts to, generate some heat. More likely than not, it'll be a case of this guy is the new Denzel, or if he's funny, the new Will Smith. Okay, him maybe not so much now.
Oh, wow! Wow!
And look, I get it, it's a compliment, alright, but as an actor, I'm guessing you'd rather be the first you than the next someone else. I know, it's like there has to be this lineage when it comes to male black actors. Single file people, single file. That's what Chadwick was trying to break. That restrictive perception.
And we as actors, we talk about this. We talk about how debilitating that is, how negative it is, how, it's also frightening. You know what I'm saying, to a certain degree, because you feel like it divides and conquers. It makes us
pit you against each other.
Puts us against each other,
yeah.
Exactly. So I root for Idris Elba. I root for David and Michael, and I root for everybody because I know if they do well, the truth is, it presents an opportunity for me.
This is why I'm calling BS on Kevin Feige. Well, actually, it's one of many reasons why I call BS on him. He said it was too soon to recast T'Challa, aka Black Panther. Yet, in this movie, that's exactly what he's done. Replaced it. Funny how characters like Captain America are considered mantles that can be passed around from person to person, ethnicity to ethnicity.
How does it feel? Like it's someone else's. It is?
But a character like Black Panther, well, they just see as one and done. You gave it a good shot, son. Thanks for coming. In fact, so blind was Kevin Feige to what Chadwick was trying to do. Made this announcement only recently. Yes, this actor was considered by some to be the next Denzel Washington. But instead of giving him the iconic and important role of Black Panther,
Just do it!
They decided to race swap him into a character nobody knows and nobody gives a damn about. Now, if you can't see what's really going on in the MCU and in Kevin Feige's mind, well, you might as well donate your eyeballs to science, because you sure as heck aren't using them. Comic industry is full of black original characters that have never been touched, brought to the screen. There is no need for anybody to be race swapped or gender swapped. But here we are. Anywho, the main villain of the movie is Namor, the Submariner. Awesome comic book character. This is Namor from the comic.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad, chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back, I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me, ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact, give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back.
This MCU's current day interpretation. And look, when I first heard this was gonna be Namor in the movie, I was like, yeah, whatever, right. I mean, yeah, everyone remembers the old Mandarin kind of switcheroo thing that happened back in Iron Man 3.
You know who I am. You don't know where I am. And you'll never see me coming.
Don't hurt the face. I'm an actor.
No, that's it's just no, but it is. And then this little clip surfaced. Pardon the pun.
But my enemies call me Namor.
Because at that point, I knew Marvel done lost their darn mind. I mean, this is not Namor. This is Namor. And this is someone who could play him. David Lee McInnes. No brainer. McInnes is the only child of an American father of German and Irish descent, a Korean mother who's a native of Jeonju. Oh, but wait, Namor has mixed parent heritage. I mean, it's not like the two of them could relate. Now that could have been something interesting to explore in today's world. These modern times. Right, Marvel? Any idea how difficult it is to grow your eyebrows to look this good? It is. Alright? Deal with it.
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
And don't even get me started on the hashtag inclusion of a one Williams. Shows DOA, people. DOA.
So good to finally meet you.
Get out of my door.
Stark chose you.
Sure he did. Have fun seeing how they shoehorned that into the story. Oh wait, I won't. Because I won't be watching it. Meanwhile, back to Namor. Whatever, dude. Unfortunately, modern times gives the term no-brainer a completely different meaning.
Is this a joke?
To get crap like this shoehorned into the plot to the point where the characters aren't even from Atlantis. Just I'm done, man. Look, the point I'm trying to make is, this is not Namor. In fact, it's not Namor. Apparently it's...
Good. That whole thing's your name, huh? Do you have a shorter name?
Namor.
Who?
Namor.
I mean, come on, man. Look at this baby fat back, 4 foot, half foot looking Zayn Malik wannabe, trying to be, could never be extra, who wandered off the set of Apocalypto 2. That's who this is. Come on, man. It's a joke.
It's part of my personal heritage.
Oh, what? You mean Atlantean? Say it.
As a Mexican.
Oh, come on. I can't believe this. Every time, man. Every time.
As inhabitant of Mesoamerica.
Look, I got nothing against the dude, man. Collects a paycheck, gets the virtue signal to line up his next gig. Fine. But he's kind of poured it on a bit thick around here, isn't he?
Finally, I could find a more powerful representation of my culture. With dignity and respect.
Respect. Forever a one-way street when it comes to these Hollywood elitist type. Completely non-existent when it comes to fans or original source material. Or fans of the original source material, for that matter. Now, DC, on the other hand, well, those guys, they've shown a bit of promise. Will they stick the landing? Time will tell. For now, with Marvel, in closing, Wakanda Forever. Don't want to see it. I don't know, do you want to see a Black Panther movie without Black Panther, where the antagonist is a character called Namor who isn't actually Namor?
Namor.
Oh, what this guy ever. Hailing from Atlantis. That isn't not really actually like really at all Atlantis. Yeah, probably not.